Everybody, welcome to my channel, Be Free Now with Maria. So today I'm going to start out with the topic that I want to discuss, which is the grass greener on the other side? But before I begin, I'll choose some words from my bag of words to see how they inspire me to share a message about whether or not, oh boy, I chose 4 words. All right, I'm going with it. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see. We got 4, okay, the first word I see here is relief. Oh, together. I feel like I got this one recently. And maybe relief too. Okay, friendliness and powerful. Okay. Whew, all right, let me see. How can I do this? Is the grass greener on the other side? All right, so when I think of is the grass greener on the other side, it makes me think of how we think that when we think that when we're seeing what other people have, right, what's happening in their lives, or whether they post it or of it in some other way, right, we start to think that they have it better, right, that their situation is good and ours isn't, because we don't have what they have. We tend to think that when we get this, when we finish this, when I make this money, when I move and so forth, that somehow our lives are going to improve. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes, right, these external shifts and milestones in our lives do make a difference and do create different experiences for us that can make things more comfortable for us. But the idea that something outside of us is going to give us something long lasting, or that somebody has it better because they have something tangible, isn't exactly 100% true, because people still go through things. No matter how many shiny objects they have, how much money, how many great vacations or whatever, they are still living the human experience. And because of that, they're always also dealing with something. So it doesn't matter how much stuff they have. Challenges is something that we have as part of the human experience. So, when I think of, this idea that they have it better, right? The reality is that we're in this together. We're all sharing the human experience. It's not, necessarily as green as it appears, even if they have certain situations that are definitely more comfortable, right? We're in this together. It is not as distant, right, from what we have going on in the present moment for ourselves. And when I think of that, it also makes me think of our desire for this relief, right? This idea of having things and then having this relief because of what we have will leave us to feeling disappointed, because it's like we're chasing an illusion. We're chasing something tangible that can, bring us joy today, and then, disappointment tomorrow, or sadness tomorrow, or could, for many different reasons, it can shift, right? This that was supposed to be good then wasn't good. So looking for a sense of relief isn't necessarily going to give that to us, right? It's just going to give us this, we're looking for a sense of relief through things, right? Or, creating these experiences that we think are going to somehow free us or give us this joy, right? Just has us spinning in this illusion and not getting us that much faster or closer to what it is that we really want. It's just bringing us closer to some of the tangible things that we want, but not to what we really want, which is, right, to feel good inside and to have this emotional experience within, but we're chasing without. So we're just like chasing our tail or grabbing smoke. It's not necessarily anything that we're going to be able to grab onto and hold onto for an extensive period of time. And when we think of other people and what they have, and come from a perspective of more joy for them, or makes me, I'm thinking, right, of a friendlier approach, as opposed to this side of us that feels depleted or jealous, right, isn't going to bring us more joy. It's going to actually make us feel worse inside. But when we approach it, right, with this happiness for them and happiness for ourselves. In other words, we're accepting, right, in order to have happiness for ourselves or grateful for what it is that we do have, right, then we have to pause and be able to stop ourselves when we're on that track of they have it better, and bring ourselves back, right, to the present moment, and bring ourselves back to ourselves. So when I say bring ourselves back to the present moment, it's like, okay, nope, here I go again. Let me bring myself back. I don't want to live in that space because that space doesn't bring me joy, right? That space depletes me. So I want to approach this, right, with a more inclusive mindset, a friendlier mindset, and a more it's like detachment from the idea that I don't have something good. When we pull away from that and we come into that present moment, right, and we start to bring our focus into what it is that we do have, we start to see what is good, and that starts to shift our mood. Now, right, instead of like wishing, feeling depleted, or feeling envious, we're going to feel more joy. And when we feel more joy, we feel lighter. And when we feel lighter in mood, our creativity expands. The way we see the world is, more inclusive and friendlier and more joyous. And this opens up the door for us to be able to then create more good for ourselves, right? Because if we can use this energy, right? If we have this high mood, then we can use the energy from that high mood to bring ourselves to a more powerful state of being, which is that we recognize, right, what is good, we feel good, and then we able to take steps towards what it is that we really want to create for ourselves, which is joy. And then, of course, anything external that we think may be a blessing to us on our journey and will support us on our journey, then we go for that as well. But from a place, right, of joy, not from a place of lack, from the idea that we don't have enough or that our lives isn't that good, right? Because we don't have what other people have, and that somehow the grass is greener. Like I said, everybody goes through something. It doesn't matter how much money, everybody's struggling with something, whether it's this relationship or that relationship or this business venture or that situation, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. As part of the human experience, we're going to go through things, but we want to approach things differently so that we don't find ourselves stuck in some space that is disempowering us. Instead, we want to come from a place where we feel more powerful, and in order to feel that feeling, right, of that I have this power, right, to create something for myself, then I need to be able to focus on that and not on the illusion that the grass is greener on the other side, even if there's more comfort on the other side. And I mean comfort from, having certain tangible things that create, make things easier. For example, you have to clean your house while somebody else pays for somebody to clean their house. It's like, okay, so you have to clean your house and they didn't. But that doesn't mean, right, that all is, shiny on that, side of the street. There are challenges that, they may be going through that you don't have to go through. And that's not to say it's better or worse. It's just to say that we're deluding ourselves with this idea that it's better over there than it is over here. We create our joy. We create our betterness, our goodness. Betterness is not a word, I know that. But, we create that for ourselves. And we do that, right, by being present and shifting our attention, not by focusing on what other people have and creating stories about how great it is, because that just makes us feel yucky and less powerful. And when I mean powerful, I'm speaking emotionally speaking, right? We're not going to feel so good and so emotionally strong or capable of being able to go for what we want because we're feeling depleted. So we got to elevate ourselves. And in order to elevate ourselves, we need to look at things differently and bring ourselves, right, to where we want to be instead of where we don't want to be. So I'm going to end with that. I hope that this video helps you in some way. If it did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified when I upload more videos. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.